Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. The content that we're going to talk about on this episode this morning is crucial. We're going to look at the speaker fight that's going on in Washington, D.C. Now, CNN, all the Fox News pundits, everyone's going to tell you this is just terrible for the Republicans. This is a horrible sign of unity. This is incredibly important because there's something happening here which is significantly bigger. It goes against the interest of the establishment and goes for the interest of the people. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one. And if you are a new or a returning viewer, we would love to have you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We need as many people as we can to get in the fold so we can pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. The sponsor of today is SDI, and then we are going to hit this incredibly important content. Now, I know a lot of you out there like to upgrade and modify your own guns. And if you're looking to turn a hobby into a career, Sonoran Desert Institute can help. Their online programs cover everything from gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and finishes, shooting sports management, and more. Plus, all the tools and materials are shipped directly to your door. There's never been a better time to turn that hobby into a career, so what are you waiting for? There's a link right down there, and thank you so much to STI for making this content possible. But my brothers and sisters, this is one I need you to sound off in the comments. I need you to tell me what you think about this because in my personal opinion, what we're watching in the speakership fight with McCarthy and the Republicans is essential to freedom. This is incredibly important because there's so many forces that are happening and you're seeing it exposed. Now, we've said on this channel multiple times, and you guys have left in the comments multiple times as well over the last 2 years, the problem is not necessarily gun controllers in the Democratic Party. The problem is also RINOs, who are kind of there just to get along for their own benefit. We all know that's the case. What you're watching is a large enough contingent of conservatives go, I'm done with it. There's no more establishment party going on here, and that's why you're seeing the resistance. You're seeing CNN come out against the conservatives for McCarthy. You're seeing leftists, you're seeing liberals, you're seeing every single piece of the establishment try to push McCarthy forward. Ask yourself why. Now let's get into this because this is important stuff. This is historical. McCarthy takes desperation for speakership to new level. This is from CNN. This is today. This is something that you're going to tell people about. This is incredible. Kevin McCarthy is so desperate to be speaker, he's ready to gut his own power just to get the job. Good. You shouldn't have that much power in one individual person. That's how we end up in the problems that we have. Let's continue. The California Republican unveiled major concessions on Wednesday, this is last night, evening after he was stung by right-wing radicals who blocked his bid for power in 6 humiliating votes, a farcical debut for the new GOP-led House. This is the important part. They're trying to brand everyone who doesn't agree with a RINO establishment approach as radical, as chaos committee, as the chaos group. All of these things. There's a reason that everyone is attacking them. Now, what's crucially important here is keep in mind, these are the people who are going to vote for these spending bills. These are the people that are going to keep on going for the status quo. The people who won't defend the Second Amendment are the people behind McCarthy. The people who are against McCarthy are saying no more establishment. That's why you see this fight getting big. But McCarthy wants power so much, he's willing to gut his own power. This is important. The moves, just proposals for now that have not been agreed upon, could not only enshrine the chaotic instability of the tiny new Republican majority, they could also make him a permanent hostage to his party's most extreme voices. You see what they're doing? Radical, extreme, chaos. They're trying to brand these people who are fighting against the establishment as outliers. They do this all the time. Anyway, let's keep going. And a neutered speaker unable to force his members into hard votes could have grave implications, with Congress facing critical decisions later this year, including a need to raise the government's borrowing limit. Isn't that interesting? Raising spending, which is directly aligned to the establishment and the Democrat priorities, is now all of a sudden crucial voting. You see what's happening? Let's keep going. A duty that is not fulfilled could pitch the U.S. and global economies into crisis. Okay. CNN's Mana Raju and Melanie Zanona reported late Wednesday that McCarthy had agreed to a rule change that would allow a single member to call for a vote to oust a sitting speaker, according to sources familiar with the matter. If you'll recall, if you're tracking with this, originally it was a majority of the House, and then it became 50 members, then it was 20, now it's 5, now it's 1. McCarthy is on the losing side of this. The Chaos Committee that they're calling them are kicking his butt. Let's keep going. The top Republican also agreed to more power for the far-right Freedom Caucus, which would help shape how and when bills get to the floor. Now keep in mind, again, far-right. They are trying their hardest to brand these individuals as extremists, radicals, chaos, far-right. Look at what's happening and how hard they are trying here, and you will see they are afraid. The Freedom Caucus is not far-right. The Freedom Caucus literally is like, could we please follow the Constitution? Oh, so far-right. Look at the reaction. Right? Okay, let's keep going. Because this, like I said, this is historical in a lot of ways, and it's good for our gun rights. The idea that a fresh new majority is riding into town to do the American people's business is in tatters. Skirt. Question: what if the American people's business was to curtail the infrastructure, the establishment? What if that was the purpose? But CNN can't have that. The people's business can't be to go against my established desires. The whole point is, across this entire nation, you have people who are putting representatives in place to stop the BS. That's what's happening. CNN says, ooh, the people's jobs are in tatters, or the people's business is in tatters. Or the business is to put you into tatters. Maybe that's the business. Let's keep going. The messes in the new House on Tuesday and Wednesday suggest that every tough vote, and even easy ones, in the new House could be gummed up by the reality of a dysfunctional majority when small groups of members could shut the chamber down. That is literally the point of our system. If you look at the Democrat side of the aisle, it is a uniparty. Pelosi say, Pelosi get. That's the way it works. You fall out of line, you're out. You're going to be removed. You won't be in Congress anymore. That's what's so powerful. The Republicans are aligning against the establishment, and the RINOs and the weak little spineless people like McCarthy, they're feeling it. Look what he's conceding already. But let's keep going. Got a couple more things. What is McCarthy's next move? If the Republican leader cannot demonstrate progress when the House meets for yet another vote the Speaker on Thursday, that's today, he will be in deep trouble. After just staving off what could have been a humiliating roll call vote on Wednesday evening, it emerged that McCarthy had made yet more concessions. McCarthy is on the losing side of this negotiation. Quote, I really think this is democracy in action, North Carolina Representative Dan Bishop told CNN's Jake Tapper. If you are not satisfied with Washington as it is, then you can't just be satisfied doing the same thing. And doesn't that boil down to exactly where we are? We're going to change everything, so we're going to vote for somebody who does the exact same things that we've been doing over the past 20 to 30 years with no change in direction whatsoever. But at least Kevin McCarthy will achieve his lifelong goal of becoming Speaker of the House. I don't care about Kevin McCarthy's lifelong goal. I care about this House getting in order because we got to pass it on to the next generation. That's what I care about. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.